What up, everybody? Welcome to the Pointers Pod. We are the Lou Bird siblings. I'm Katie.
I'm Connor.
My and my other brother, our other brother, isn't here because he's probably taking care of kids somewhere because he's a loser. But
Yeah.
you know what? This pod is all about us losers giving pointers, expert pointers.
Yes, exactly. Who
About-
better to give
about
pointers?
life.
Right.
Than kids who grew up in a town of literally 300 people.
Yes,
And-
it's still about 300 people.
You know, and still about 300 people. In
Yes.
fact, when people die, it gets lower in population. And then I don't know
Honestly,
if new people are coming in.
It's a 1-to-1 ratio.
It's a
Boy,
1-to-1.
this-
So
yeah.
so that's nice. It's a nice balance.
Yes, and also this is a very morbid way of starting our Pointers podcast today.
It is. It is. But you know, it's the circle of life.
Yes,
It's the circle of life.
it is.
It's such a beautiful thing. I was just reading Jay a story. Jay is my middle son, as you know, because you're their uncle. But I was just reading the battle books, and this one was about a lion versus a tiger and who would win. And I mean, they're both the top of the food chain.
That is okay. Hold on. I'm actually interested in this book now. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
It's just.
Oh yeah. No, it's it'll have you on the edge of your seat.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
I learned so much about animals and the circle of life.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I love it.
Who do you think would win and why?
Between
The
a lion and a tiger? Tiger,
Yep.
hands down. They've got more.
So I thought so
more
too.
Force.
Why?
They've got more force in their paws. Generally, are bigger now.
They are generally bigger.
Yeah, and I think their jaws are stronger. But
Yes.
I don't know. You seem like you're leading me on to like I was wrong.
You are incorrect, and you know why? Because the lion has a mane that is as thick as a mattress. So when the tiger tries to bite the lion, it's like biting into a mattress and it doesn't do anything. But the
Okay, well-
tiger is bigger, it is more agile, and it is actually smarter. They're about both the same size and speed. But yeah.
Okay, so but just to clarify, what if the tiger bites anywhere other than the mane?
Well, you would
'Cause
think
the
that
mane
the
only
tiger
covers
would
the
be
neck.
smart, right? You would think that the tiger would be smart because it is apparently smarter than a lion, but that particular tiger in this book was not.
Like, are these fictional
These books are
tigers, or
great.
was it written by like a zoologist or somebody?
No, it's like who would the battle books. It's who would win between all sorts of matchups. Like they go like dinosaurs. There's underwater animals. There's like all sorts of
Ooh.
stuff. It's
Ooh.
crazy.
We're talking like, I'm assuming, let's see, shark versus whale, or I'm trying to think of just some other wild
Shark
matchups.
versus whale, hippo versus walrus.
Oh, hippos.
You got like tarantula versus manatees. Surprising matchups there. Eagles versus vultures. You have all sorts of interesting things. Prehistoric with dinosaurs, and you have like different dinosaurs battling each other. I can't believe we're talking about this book series for this long, but it is really entertaining.
I next time you come down, bring a couple of these because I want to look at them. I need to see who wrote this because I'm kind of like, I don't know. Some of these sound a little. I need to do some research,
You
find
need
out
to
who
do
would
some
actually win.
fact checking.
Yes.
Well, I think it's very funny because I go from my 5-year-old who's very interested in these like battle books, and so we read every night, and then I go and read my smut books, my adult novels. So the range of literature, and then you have my husband Ian next to me, and he's reading like the Iliad, like for the 1,000th time in bed next to me.
Is he actually reading the Iliad? Like,
probably like once a year. Yeah. If he's not doing that, then it's like a book about hunting, fishing, a novel by Jim Harrison, a story about a cook, a memoir. There's lots of cooks that have memoirs now.
yeah, General Ulysses S.
yeah.
Grant's memoir. He's been talking about that one for a hot
Ulysses
minute.
S. Literally, he talks about it all the time. There's probably once a day, once every 3 days, once a week. Let's give him once a week. He makes a General Grant
Yes.
reference. It's like I'm out of socks. I'm out of socks because I haven't done my laundry this week. Well, Ulysses S. Grant only had one pair of socks. And you know what? Like during the war, like they went without socks. They went without socks, and they got like this crazy thing where their like skin like came off. So yeah.
That
Ulysses S.
is-
Grant.
Wow. Ooh, we should
I know.
do either at some point in every show, we should have like a quick moment for like Ian's book recommendation for the week, you know?
Either that or just a general pointer. So I asked Ian tonight because he knows that we're doing the pod on Wednesdays now, and
Yep.
so I was like,
Wednesday's pod
so
night.
what's our pod pointer today? And if we had our other brother here, it would be how to build a brand new barn for your farm with no money.
Yes.
So if he joins, we can talk about that.
Right.
But Ian's pointer of the day was he made sushi rice, chicken teriyaki with sushi rice and broccoli for dinner. And he adds rice vinegar to the sushi rice. And I saw him do that and I was like, why do you do that? I've never seen that before. And he's like, well, it gives this kind of rice. You have to do a sushi rice. I'm like, he said pointer of the day. Great. Thanks for that. So
Ian's
anyway.
Cooking Corner is what we'll call it. All right.
Ian's Cooking Corner. That's right. That's right. But yeah, I talked to Tyler today on my lunch break. He calls me a lot on my lunch break.
Really?
And yeah, if he can't get a hold of his wife, our sister-in-law, he'll call me and give me his ideas for the farm and Pointer's Pet Treats, our dog food business. And just like, the guy is full of ideas. Full of
Yeah.
ideas.
He never talks to me. Well,
Full of
actually, I take
pointers.
that back. He does talk to me about stuff, but it's mostly, hey, are you around this day? I need your help, or hey, I need to borrow your truck, or hey, I need you to do this. It's like that's what I mostly get out of it, and then I usually find out he's in the middle of the thing today. So I don't know. Last time I saw him, he was hauling a load of wood, like actual lumber wood, not just cut wood. He was hauling it down the road. And as he's driving the tractor, gives me the double finger guns. So I know he must be feeling pretty good. Yeah.
Pointers.
Yes.
Yep. We're gonna have to do some like promo
Pointers.
vids for pointers.
Yes.
Pointers. Yep. All right. So tell me, government shutdown today. What's going on in your world, Mr. Politico? Mr. Politico.
Yes. For us, nothing. Well, I mean, like we carry on as usual because it's a federal government shutdown, not state government. State government operates like nothing's going on. Right now, everybody's just kind of, just taking it. Well, I wouldn't say taking it easy. Now is that time of the year that everybody's having their conventions and getting ready to get ready for January, which in Missouri, that's when the legislature kicks back up again. Everyone's kind of starting their campaigns for 2026 already. So that's going to be fun. I got to go to a lot of events for that one, all over the state.
Very fun. Talk to us about what happens at these conventions.
Like, for example, this next week is the NAACP state convention. And basically they get together, they'll have some breakaway meetings. They'll decide on who the leadership is going to be for the next year. So they'll do those elections. This is kind of a good opportunity for everybody to kind of get together and decide like, hey, are we liking the way things are running? Do we want to change anything? And then it usually culminates at a very large dinner. There's always a keynote speaker. I'm not sure. There's a senator out of Oklahoma who is coming to speak, and I do not know her name. And then they usually have, either a DJ or live music, and they'll, and then it kind of turns into a bit of a party, at the very end. Because
nice.
When you've been in meetings all day and you're like, okay, I need a drink, and I need some music, and I need some good food, and that's kind of where it all ends. So
that's fun. Is the NCAAP like you do like the Missouri chapter, but there's like chapters in every state?
Yes. Yeah. The
right.
NAACP.
And so this is a culmination of the natch.
No,
this
is
the national, or
this is state?
This is just for the state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The national usually has theirs in the summer. Like this last time, it was in Charlotte, North Carolina. The year before that was in Vegas. Now that usually gets people, that gets some big names coming. Like this last time, I wasn't sure who was there this last one, but when they had it in Vegas in 2024, they had both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris show up. Like, because, they were running. And so, like, I'm like, at the time, you had the president of the United States showed up. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. This podcast is not unlike Michelle Obama and her brother's podcast.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't know she had a podcast or a brother.
Shame on you. They're very fantastic. I apologize.
I'm not up to date on the lives of former first ladies.
Well, you know what? I think, aren't they always first lady forever?
Yes.
Because don't you call a president hold on, don't you call a president Mr. President? Don't you always say President Obama? If you address him on the street, it's President Obama, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You would
No.
just
What
still,
do you
yeah,
do?
you would still do that. I mean,
Do you
here's
still
the
do like
thing.
President Clinton and
Mm-hmm.
President Bush?
Title any longer. It's more like that's now it's more of an honorific versus like President Trump. I was
I
like, no,
see.
that is his actual title. And it's more of a respect thing.
Correct.
It's like if you're walking down the street,
Yeah.
what do you see Barack Obama up there, you're not gonna go up to him and say, "Hey Barry, how you doing?"
Sup, Barry?
Yo, Barry up.
Sup,
How
Barry?
you doing?
Barry, yo!
Yeah.
What's up, man? What's happening? I mean, I probably would because I'm annoying like that.
Then the name just gets longer. It's just easier just to go ahead and call him. Just you say like you see him, just be like, "Hey, President Obama, how you doing?" Or Mr. President, how you doing?
Post-press?
You can say post-press.
Post-press?
Yeah, but also
Post-press.
you kind of also
Post-press.
might run afoul of like slightly offending him, just being like, "Oh, as a quick reminder, by the way, you're not actually the president anymore. You're Mr. Former President." It's like, it's all about the
Gotcha.
tone. It's all about the tone.
It's all about the tone. We got that branded into our heads by our mother and our aunts and our family, the Luber family. Man, if you got hit with the wrong tone, or if you hit a male of the family with the wrong tone, what would they do? They're like,
It's a whole thing.
Kathy,
Yeah.
Kathy, as in if our Aunt Kathy, the matriarch of our family, if she had a tone and was a little stressed out, every single one of us would be in unison.
Yes.
Kathy.
She
Until
claims she
she's
doesn't.
laughing.
Yes, I was gonna say she claims she doesn't like it, but I
She
think she
loves
loves it.
it.
She loves it.
I think we all have this like weird thing of I don't like attention, but really we all really do. Like we are just like attention seekers.
Oh, it's
like the Luber
it's a Luber.
Robertsons.
Yes, it is 100%.
I think it is a Lubert actually. It is a Lubert thing.
We don't want to be
Mark
on
Lubert, our
camera.
father.
We don't like we don't want people to record us. We don't do all this. But then the moment you put that camera in front of us,
it's like we are on.
Here we are.
Like Donkey
Here we are.
Kong. Here we
Yeah.
are. Here we are.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, my dad. I feel like our dad is like, "Oh, you guys are doing a podcast. What's YouTube?" And then the moment we put a microphone in his face,
I showed him
hello world.
I showed him our first one, and I was just going to show him like 5 minutes of it because I'm like, oh, you don't want to hear the whole thing. No, he was enamored with it. He said he
Are
literally
you talking
at the
about
end,
the trailer talk one or us?
like the one we did last week.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's nice.
And he said he's like he looked to me, mind you, it was probably 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish, so he was already he was several beers and a glass of
Like
wine deep.
5 beers and then red wine deep.
Oh yeah. And he was and all he was saying was he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna come on that podcast. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have it
Of
on
course he
there." So he was gonna be on there. Mom's gonna be on here.
Oh, what's mom gonna give us pointers on? Calculus? Boring.
Yes.
No, sorry.
No.
Sorry, we love you, Kim.
I think the pointer should be, how do we get kids interested in school? She, use her teaching experience, because you've got youngins, Tyler's got youngins, but think about all the people who are who would watch this, who have kids who are 8 or 9 and they don't really seem to care about school. It's like, okay, well, how about we talk to somebody who's been teaching for over 30 years? But plus, I think it'd be really funny because, she teaches upper level math students and all of her students are super nerds. And I just think it'd be funny. We'll see.
That could be funny.
We'll see. We
I
can try
have
other things.
maybe more of a bigger conundrum that I think I would love our mothers. I always say it's mine because, that's the attention thing again. But I would love our mother's take on is kids are not going to college. Like they are not getting college education because they were like, why do I need to spend all this money on college? I have AI. What do we say to that? Like, what is our response? What is our response? It's a conundrum.
AI is, I think people are way over relying on it. It's a bubble. It's going to burst.
Like what's going to happen when it bursts? All the liquid comes out?
No.
Gross.
No,
Gross.
they're building all
Gross.
these data centers and they're investing all this stuff into it. But then it's going to it's going to be like the Segway. You don't see anybody using a Segway anymore. It's a fad.
Oh, but I wish. It was too many people die with a Segway, right? Like they ran over, they would go over cliffs.
I think like 2 people did that.
Segways are just dumb. I think the
Yeah,
founder of Segway actually died on a Segway.
I think he did it too. Should we fact check that?
Let's fact check it.
All right, let me fact check
No,
that.
that's super interesting though. That is super interesting though, because I do feel like the Segway, yes, I think that was a very, very, very good reference. But like AI is really just a regurgitation of everybody else's ideas.
Right.
So as this world is already running out of ideas, like, okay, so hear me out. I think that if I'm a child and I'm talking to my mother or father, I'm not going to go to college. Why would I need a college education? Because of AI. No, 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 no. You need a college education for your life. Like, you
Hmm.
need a college education to prepare yourself for the real world. You need 4 years, preferably. 2 is fine. But if you're going to be like a trades person, great.
Yeah.
Trade is like blown up.
Trade. Yeah. Trades are the trade. Yeah, trades are like they are AI proof. AI can't plumb, you can't be a plumber with AI. You can't be an electrician with
Yeah,
AI. You can't build a house with AI. I mean, like,
right,
look, if we want to talk like 200 years in the future and we have robots building that, I mean, even then you're going to have somebody
right.
supervising that. It's like, I don't know where these people are coming up with this. I mean, if you're talking about being like a social media brand manager of, let's say a college or something, I mean, that's a very easily replaceable job with AI, you know?
Totally. Totally. Yeah. I mean, oh my God. Yeah, exactly. The only problem is if you ask AI to come up with your brand slogan or whatever, they're just going to regurgitate stuff that's already been done before. So,
AI can't
nothing's
generate new
new, nothing's
things.
unique.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But the reason you should go to college, and I'm saying this to all of you kiddos out there, college is the best time of your life. This is your first time of your life.
It
You're still a
is.
child. You're still dumb as shit.
It
You
is.
still have to work to earn any type of thing, but you can work at an easy, easy job. I was a
Yeah.
bank teller and a lifeguard during the summer, and I babysat. And I made enough money to go out to the bars Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we all three of us kids went to Mizzou in Missouri, shout out Mizzou, and
MIZ?
we had specials. MIZOU. We had Friday night Harpo's. We had Thursday night Big 12 Harpo's tonic. Friday night was Fieldhouse. Saturday was usually tonic again in Quinton's, but that was after a football game, so there might be a Bengals in there. And then I don't know if any of these establishments are still open. And then Sunday is back to Big 12 for the best hamburger and waffle fries you've ever had.
Yes.
And all of this is like drinking heavily as like
Hmm.
from 18, 19 years old until, oh, whoops. Oh, if I didn't drink underage, sorry.
No.
When,
No.
21 to 22. But
Yes.
yeah, you know what? You meet a lot of people and you go to class and you fall in love and you party and you meet friends, you lose friends, you meet party friends, you meet cool friends, you meet some people that are like with you for life. Maybe you meet your spouse or significant other,
Yeah.
or maybe you don't do any of that and you just have a really, really great time. You get a college degree and
Hmm.
then you go and get a job.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
guess I'm not
College.
really selling it unless if you're not a partier, maybe it's not that much fun.
Well, college is just a trial run for real life. That's what it is. It's you're still
Is it real life though?
well, kind of, because think about it this way. You're still constrained because you have to be
Hmm.
at the school and you have to maintain a certain GPA to stay in, and you're still preparing for the real world. But think about this. You're not, unless you're, staying at home and living with your parents, you're on your own. You are in charge. Now they give you a lot of the basic tools and teach you kind of like, all right, like, hey, here's a meal plan. So we'll make sure you're not going to starve. But like when we were talking about like going out, let's say you don't want to drink, there's plenty of opportunities. There's plenty of different clubs and organizations you can join. Like that's not even including Greek life, but it's up to you to find your own fun. The opportunities are there. You have to go out and do them, but you also have to start to maintain a bit of a work-life balance. And that's a big part.
Hmm.
That's not something you can be taught. That is something that you have to experience on your own, And that's where
Hmm.
I kind of see is the real benefit of college I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, the degree is important and what you learn is important, but it's especially developing social skills is another big one.
Yeah.
Let's say you were homeschooled for kindergarten to high school, and then it's like, all right, well, now you're going to go off to college.
Hmm.
You missed out on all that socialization from high school, And so now it's like, all right, well, you're gonna have to kind of figure this out, but college does provide a space for you to do that. So
Okay, I like
that's
that
right.
perspective.
Yeah.
And this is a very good time to give a pointer. And this pointer actually comes from our cousin, Matt Robertson, who told me as I was a freshman starting at Mizzou, he goes, Katie, and I'm like, probably a week or two in, Mina to grandma's house, and Matt Robertson comes in, how's college? And I was like, it's great. I'm having the best time. I'm having the time of my life. He goes, number one pointer for college is you have to have good time management. End of story.
Agreed.
He's like that. And then you need all paper plates and plastic utensils, but you need one real plate and one steak knife.
That I hadn't heard. I respect
That's what
that.
we got.
That's a good pointer, though.
Because
That's
I
a
guess
good
he was
pointer.
eating a lot of steak. Yeah. Time management is really important. And it does teach you time management. You have to manage your own schedule. You have to get up and you have to be places on time. You have to show up when you say you're on. And even if you're hungover as hell and you have an 8 a.m. class on a Friday, you have to be there.
Pointer number 2.
Because if
Don't
you're not,
do 8 a.m. class.
Definitely a great pointer. Don't do 8 a.m. classes.
You will. Waking up at 8 o'clock in high school is a lot different than waking up at 8 o'clock in college. It's practically 2 different time zones.
It's practically 2 different time zones.
Right.
I literally, in high school, I was thinking about it. I probably thought I drank a lot in high school. I don't think I drank at all in high school.
Well,
maybe like a little bit here and there, but I probably really did not. And then college, I'm like, whoa.
As a quick reminder to everybody who may be watching this podcast, the Pointers Pod does not in any way, shape, or form condone underage drinking, no matter how much fun you had.
We do not condone it.
We do not condone it.
We don't.
No.
But you know what? There's not much to do in a small town, so
It's
kind of the only option we got.
Oh, isn't. Well, we used to drive. Well, the driver didn't drink, but we used to,
definitely.
for fun, drove around on county roads with beer and mix CD. No, not mixtapes. Mix like a CD mix. And if you were lucky to have a LimeWire account or know someone, because you yourself are not lucky. If you have a LimeWire account, you've got viruses for your computer wouldn't even work anymore if you have a LimeWire account.
Oh, no.
But I knew a boy, and I was like, hey boy, can you make me mixes, these CD mixes? And then he liked me, and so as a courtship, he would give me CD mixes, like I would say, like for every holiday. And I had really good CD mixes.
As a courtship, that's funny. Katie, you remember the big CD binders that we would have in the cars?
Yes. And do you remember the ones that were on your visor?
Yes. Yeah. And you had to flip it down to the other side.
You had to flip it down to get to the other side. But then, think about this hazard. I'm driving. I'm just like, oh, CD, which one do I want? I don't know. And then you go to hit it, so you don't hit like a raccoon or a cat or something. And then all the CDs fall out of the visor into your door because you stretched it out so much. Oh my God, those are the days.
This is why we
miss CDs.
Yes. This is why we drove cheap cars. And honestly, when you're driving on a county road, if you're going 15 miles an hour, you're going too fast.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But if you're Tyler Lubert, you go 30 miles an hour, and then you get neighbors showing up at your front door at dinner time.
Oh,
your son was going 30 miles an hour on the county road, and Tyler comes behind him.
Get out of here. We had early this year, was this year, last year. So our county road was so bad. The washboards were just so impossible. But right when you turn onto our road, it has a speed limit sign that says 35. So somebody put up a sign right underneath it that said, if you go 35 miles an hour on this road, you will destroy your car. And I took a picture of it. It is so great.
It is true though. You will destroy your car.
You really will.
You know, for those who have chosen to live on a county road, God bless you.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
We made a choice.
You know, your car is always dirty. But really, our parents made the choice. Our parents made the choice. They could have lived on the paved streets of Loose Creek. There are paved roads. There's only 3 of them, but they are paved. And no, Dad had to have, his...
The farm? The farm the farm that is now becoming part of Pointers?
That supply all the meat for Pointers pet treats. Yes, fine.
Yeah.
Look who it is.
All right.
What's up?
Tyler, welcome.
What are you
man, the
doing?
Wonders Pod. Well, I haven't fed anybody yet, so because I was making
Like your
feed.
children?
No, I had to go inside and help with the kids and stuff. And but long story short, I got to go make some feed for like pig feeds. Anyways, what are you guys
Okay.
doing? What I missed?
Well, we were just talking about childhood. We're talking about childhood and gravel roads and road tripping and CDs. And when a guy liked a girl, he would make a special CD mix using LimeWire.
Is this like the Seinfeld of podcasts, where it's a podcast about nothing?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And congratulations.
But we give you pointers.
Tyler, you're the Kramer.
You are the Kramer.
Connor, where are you?
So wait, you're feeding cows? You're feeding pigs?
No, pigs. So we got behind tonight. I got Luke, my helper, set up on. He's putting a countertop in the garage, and we're moving the freezers around the outside. But anyways, I didn't get anything done because I had to make hog feed tonight. So I made just a 1 ton, feed. But I gotta go.
You did a ton, like 2,000 pounds?
Yeah, 2,000 pounds in the
No
grinder
shit.
mixer. And then I've been waiting on these roasted beans all week, so they still didn't show up. So I just made feed with what I had, and then I got to go basically just split it into 2 different rations.
Tyler, what's the craziest thing you ever did when you were courting a girl?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, that's so.
Yeah, because I don't.
That's
I
so
also
dumb.
don't really know. Hey, here's a cat. That's the one that Keanu Reeves used in Constantine to send him to the underworld. So, anyways, so yeah, I got so much stuff to do. I got to clean out a feeder yet. I'm gonna take trash off real quick because that's overflowing. I won't even show you my house. It's crazy.
Don't show us your house. That's not for this audience. Hey,
No.
listen. All right. So you got to leave us with one pointer of the week. And the pointer is, how do you build a brand new barn on your farm with no money? Go.
Well, seeing as I don't have any money. Whoa! That was awesome. That thing.
Everybody okay over there?
Yeah, cat tried to climb up and then he fell off. But then, like they say, he landed on all fours. I think he hurt
That's
himself though. He's looking, so he'll be all right.
Aw.
Anyways,
Poor buddy.
so to build a barn with no money, here's what you do. You go to your nearest, dearest relative and ask them for money to build your barn. Typically a parent, sometimes a grandparent, some in that range. And then what you do is when you get the money, you invest it in the S&P 500. Wait 10 years, then you have enough money to build your barn, to have somebody else come build your barn.
So you can build a barn, but it just will not be an overnight thing. And you have to wait probably 10-ish years. How much seed money do you need to put into the SOP?
I don't know, but it takes a lot to build a barn
Like
nowadays.
500, like 5,000. You know, Tyler, I was thinking about you the other day. I feel like you've always kind of wanted to be Amish. Like, if you could pick some other culture to be a part of, it would be the Amish culture. There's a show, Breaking Amish, where like the Amish people want to get out. I feel like you are like, how do I break in to the Amish culture?
Yeah, break in the Amish. Yeah. So the Amish, they're super cool people. Man, I like a lot of the Amish stuff. I like, first of all, suspenders. All of them wear suspenders. Have zero idea why. They the Mennonite community in Versailles uses power tools. I think those are really, really awesome. A lot of hammers, a lot of nails. There's a couple things I don't like about the Amish. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, like all of that stuff is like super dope. I think we could do like an Amish kind of type. I don't know. I don't like speaking Dutch. That's a big thing for me. If anything, I would, yes.
The American Amish speak Dutch? Really? But I mean, like a horse and buggy,
They all have an accent
would they,
because they learn Dutch. It's hilarious.
would they come on that podcast, or does that go against their beliefs?
I don't really know, but
how about if you're
everybody
just
I
like
talk to is
sitting
super
next to
cool.
them? Yeah. How about if you're just sitting next to them and you're just having a conversation?
Yeah.
And
We'll
then we
black out.
record it in the background.
We'll blur out their face like somebody talking under.
We could blur out their face.
We might
In
want to make
fact,
sure it's
yeah.
okay with the person before we do that.
Maybe. I think we're going to get in a lot of trouble with this podcast. I was thinking about it as we can't just say anything we want. We mentioned the Pope earlier. We mentioned the White Sox. I feel like there's rules from MLB and probably God himself that we probably can't mention these things without sponsorship. things in place. So
Well, if we can get the Catholic Church to sponsor us, that'd be pretty sweet.
It would be.
should get Mid America Bank to sponsor us, and Coors Light,
And Coors Light. I bet we
and
could.
Busch
Hold on,
Light.
yeah, I was gonna
Anheuser
say
somehow.
if we do Coors Light, I better cover that. How about
I know.
Logboat?
I know, right?
Logboat
Logboat,
Brewing,
yep.
Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, you're welcome. Free advertising.
So, anyways, my phone's about to die, so I gotta finish this up. So, if you're gonna start a barn from scratch, zero money, well, you're gonna have to beg, borrow, and steal for lumber. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I've seen some pretty. You're gonna need an internet connection. So, if you have no money, let's say that you have money, but you have no money that you want to allocate for the barn. I think that's a good kind of starting point here. Anyways, the YouTube has a ton of video tutorials on it. I have zero building experience, and I built a hoop barn one time, and it didn't work very well. So, if you're building a barn, you gotta get the lumber, you gotta get the metal, you gotta watch YouTube videos to figure out what you're doing. My suggestion is you make really, really good friends, and once you have said friends, you have them come over to your house.
Yes.
Yeah, preferably Amish friends. You have them come over and help you build.
Or
the barn.
Mennonite.
As Mennonites are like a subset of.
A
Not really. They're like a
version
breakoff
of
of Amish, but they're
a
Amish light.
sub
They
brand
all have like
Amish
these
Light.
different. They all have these
Is Amish a
different rules
brand?
It's a it's essentially it's a religion.
It's a religion? What
Yeah.
do they believe
Hey,
in?
Connor,
They're
pull
Christians.
up an Amish fan.
Amish fan.
Like a fan,
Yeah.
like a ceiling fan?
Yeah, Amish ceiling fan. It's hilarious.
Okay, Amish fan.
We'll put this in the edit.
Oh,
It's
hold
a
on, I was gonna say-
pneumatic fan, is what it is.
I gotta look at it too. Amish ceiling.
Well, I can just do it this way.
fan. That looks nice. Oh yeah.
You see that
Yes.
that motor
It's
on it?
nice. Yeah.
So the rules of like the religion or something. It's hilarious, but it's like it runs on compressed air. It's like the wildest stuff that you just the way they get around stuff and the way they think about things is hilarious. Anyways, long story short, you should just save up money for a barn. And
In
barns
this
are expensive.
economy, you're crazy.
Anyways,
Peace.
what?
Yeah, I keep saying goodbye to you because I'm like, your phone's gonna die any second.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
coming.
Let's just keep
So
talking
anyways,
until
I'm
the
gonna go
phone
get-
dies.
I'm gonna go make feed, and then I gotta finish making feed, and then I gotta still get eggs, and I still got cats all over the place on me. That's my mice patrol, and then
What's your cat's name here? Which cat is this? What's the name?
that is number 4.
Number 4, just like number 4.
I don't really know. Gretchen would not like me. They all have names. and I
Also
just
known
can't
what you
remember 'em.
do after a Taco Bell meal.
That's not funny.
Katie.
Oh, gross.
Everyone
Now,
says.
now we know where your kids get their toilet humor.
Literally,
Right.
my kids have the craziest potty humor
Oh.
in the world, and
yeah.
I mean, their friends gave them a card, and the whole card was just butt cheeks, butt cheeks, butt cheeks, butt cheeks, and it said, "Hey Ava, you are a jewel, and you are 10,000 butt cheeks." And I caught her. I caught her reading it. I gave it to her in the morning, and she read it out loud.
I'm spanking any child that says that in front of me. I don't care whose child it is.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Punishment. You are like not the disciplinarian.
Well, my
Are
kids
you?
don't like it whenever they say stuff like that.
Wait, who's the disciplinarian?
Gretchen got a baby time. She just yells, and then they don't respect her.
Yeah, they don't really. My kids don't really take me seriously, but the potty humor is pretty funny.
You got to follow through.
Butt cheeks, butt cheeks, butt cheeks.
Yeah, it'll be funny till one of them saying in their wedding speech.
Well, that'll be funny too. I'll probably laugh at it.
You should record all these moments, and then when they're getting married, it's be like, here's a compilation video of all the embarrassing things they did when they're younger.
And like make
It's
it into a song. It's like butt
Yes.
cheeks,
Butt
penis,
cheeks.
sexy, but doop. My 5-year-old went to a field trip today. Jay went on a field trip today to a farm, and it was a farm like not too far from here, like a mile down the road. It's like a farm, it's not like a real farm. It's like a touristy farm. And
gonna
the
say.
chaperone of said field trip is a friend of mine, and she sent me a picture, and he was holding hands with a girl at the farm.
Whoa,
And
whoa,
then-
whoa, whoa, whoa.
And then they
Before
were
they're
petting
married?
a cow. Right. And then they were petting a cow and her hand against the small of his back. And I was like, what is happening at this school that they're like touching each other, like watching animals?
yeah, you guys
They're
got to pull
5.
out.
They're 5.
Yep.
And they go to a Catholic school. This is a Catholic education. Like
I
this.
tried. That means it's platonic love.
Yes.
Yes. For that logic,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's
Yeah.
all right. So, anyways, all right, I gotta go.
All right.
Later.
Thanks
Gator.
for popping in.
He's so weird.
That is you know that's exactly how this podcast is going to go. You and I are going to have a conversation, and then at random intervals, he's going to pop in, say some wild stuff, and leave. He's the Kramer of this group, or he's like
He's
like
really the Kramer.
Yeah. Or for our younger audience who may not understand what Seinfeld is, if we compare this to a contemporary show such as It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, he's Charlie.
Ah, good one.
Yeah.
He's definitely Charlie.
Yes.
Did you know that Charlie Day actually opened like his own bar in Philly? And like, I think that's the coolest freaking thing I've ever seen in my life. Everybody like showed up. I know, we gotta go. We gotta go to Philly. Philly, what's up? I like Philly.
I have opinions about Philly.
You're indifferent, perhaps?
I would say I'm indifferent. I have nothing against their baseball team. I have nothing against their basketball team. The Eagles Stadium.
What are you doing, Tyler?
What's happening?
Tyler.
He's showing us the moon.
I don't know if he meant to do this. Can I kick him out?
I mean, you can, but I kind of find this funnier.
I'm muting him. Oh, I muted him. Is he trying to talk?
He's coming over to my house.
Okay, great. Well,
he's destroying my house.
What is
Why did we let him in here?
Yeah, I don't know.
We made
this
Pointers
decision. Pod. Finally. I love it that we like make these commitments and just overcommit ourselves. Well, really, Tyler overcommits himself. But I only have 3 children, a full-time job, and a husband who has a full-time job and travels as well. But whatever.
Right.
I guess I don't have 110 animals.
Yeah, I definitely
I don't have 110 animals like you. Tyler, you look like a piece of shit right now. Like, you look malnourished. What is going on? Are you eating?
Katie, I will tell you, he smells worse than he looks. I'm right here.
Ew! Like, gross. Like, why do you smell so bad?
Ripe. It would be the right word.
Do you shower?
Are you guys done?
This is, I mean, I can like
family roast. It's the family roast. That's right. If you weren't my sister and my brother, I still wouldn't be offended because I smell perfect. It's actually called a pheromone, and I suffer from a very sexy learning disease called sexlexia.
Oh yeah, I forgot. 90% of our conversations are Futurama quotes.
That's what you're smelling.
No, it's not.
Great. So we were talking about mixed CDs. Is that what we called them? Mixed CDs?
Yeah,
What do we call them? Just CDs?
That's what we used to call them, right?
I don't know.
Burn CDs. Burn CDs.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I've been saying mixed CDs like mixed tapes. I was not even of the mixed tape generation, but mixed CD or burn CDs all day. But you know what? Spotify has taken the place of CDs. But you know what? With Spotify, I'm listening to the same things over and over and over again, and which is fine. But then how do I discover new stuff? So the other day, guess what I did? I listened to the car.
Love it. Terrestrial radio is the best.
That's full circle.
Yes.
You guys, it was so great. I was like, this is just what's on, and this is what I'm gonna have to listen to.
Oh yeah.
And it was nice. It was
It's really-
a change of pace. It's like I don't need Spotify all the time.
Us in America, we have so many choices. It's nice to have 2 choices. And most of those choices are which one doesn't have a commercial on it.
Also, radio hosts, kind of great. Sometimes radio hosts are great. Like one of the radio hosts here, they have a graded where you call in and say, what's great about your life? And I was like, that's fucking awesome. Like, you don't get that on Spotify. You can't call in Spotify and be like, guess what's great? And it's like things like, me and my husband are going on our my 50-year wedding anniversary, and we're going to Vegas, and we're so excited. That is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, is that a
what would you say? What would you call that accent,
I think
Katie?
it sounded like Northern Ireland to me.
Yeah, like
The Great Britain.
No,
Right.
it was Tennessee. It was like, or Mississippi. No, there's Mississippi. It's like Birmingham. Oh no, Birmingham, Alabama. That's what it was. Me and my husband, we're good old Christians, and we've been married for 50 years. We've never been to Vegas, and we get to go to Vegas this weekend for to celebrate our 50-year anniversary. And that's the kind of great, wonderful, wonderful people of this world that call into radio shows and say great things that happen at 8 a.m. on a weekday. And you know what? The world needs more of that.
I appreciate Southern people so much.
They truly are the best people.
No.
Well, Midwesterners are number one.
Midwesterners
number one.
We have our faults though. I don't even know. I feel
We're
like
too nice.
Yeah.
Too nice.
We're too nice. Well, no. Everybody else is.
But like,
too
are
nice.
we real? Do you think that we are actually nice, or are we fake nice, or we say
We're
That's
real
a good
nice.
Question. That's a good question.
I'd say we're real
actually,
nice.
I'm glad you posed that.
There's
Because what if you actually you somebody holds the door for you and say thank you, but you're really not thankful. It's like obviously
for
they
holding a
should.
door? That is kind of a happy thing. It's
Just
better
saying.
than having a door slam into your face.
yeah, the store slamming in someone's face is funnier generally.
Makes for better content.
It really does. That's what all the YouTube slop is now. She's like, change the subject.
So I was on YouTube.
Go ahead, please. Let's do Tyler's docket. What's on Tyler's docket today?
YouTube. If you ever went to YouTube, just raw dogging it. You don't sign in. You just go to straight YouTube. They have no idea what you like to watch or nothing. You go on there. It seriously reminds me of the Idiocracy when he goes into the future and he goes to Dax Shepard's house and Dax Shepard's watching Out of My Balls. That's what YouTube is reminding me of now. It is the
YouTube homepage.
it's really bright colors, really fast paced, and just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Unfiltered algorithm.
It's the wildest thing, man. I think that's how they get you to sign in and then steal your information.
Oh yeah, but
Which
they're
they can have my information. I actually give my information.
they're owned by Google. The Google already has your information.
which is good. Anyways, that's my pet peeve. I was like, I think the dumbing down is ridiculous. But then I talk to people, other normal people, and I go, I don't know who these people are on YouTube, but everybody else seems to be doing fine.
Yeah, for the most part.
But I only talk to literally people.
That's why our podcast is going to be on YouTube, because we love YouTube. We love YouTube. We're like the YouTube generation, I feel.
Yes.
Like the not Gen Z's, Gen Y, the millennials, I think are the YouTube generation, and probably a little bit ahead of us, like the
Late Gen Xers.
like the
So-
Xers, the late Gen Xers.
Yeah. So the
Like, my favorite pastime is watching YouTube. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
that is nobody's favorite pastime.
It's basically how I watch TV now. I mean, I have antenna. I don't pay for cable, but like instead of like streaming shows on Netflix, it's just like, oh, YouTube. It's like I just find here's a 2-hour documentary on the Civil War. I'll just have that going in the background while I'm like scrolling on my phone. That's probably not good. Actually, now that I say that out loud, that's probably not a good thing.
No.
Yeah, we'll work. Well, yeah, I'll have to work.
But you know what? Who's really to say what's good? You know what is good, guys? Getting outside. Like, I'm on my screen and porch right now, and that's where I do all my living nowadays. I do everything out here because being outdoors, I think, is the best thing in the entire world.
I'm in Chicago in the wintertime.
Chicago.
I don't live in Chicago, first of all. I live in the suburbs of Chicago. And secondly, when it is winter, I put on coats and I wear blankets.
She's beat the
And I
system.
have boots
She
on.
has. She has.
I can beat
We're-
the system.
We're in
I
a
beat the
modified
system.
80-foot trailer, so trailer talk.
This is
Yeah,
trailer
this
talk.
is trailer talk.
Trailer talk. Can I tell you guys a fun thing about trailers? The fact that you live in a trailer is hilarious. And that the fact that Tyler owns said trailer and Connor rents.
He's my landlord.
Right? He's your landlord and your brother. That's gotta be interesting.
It has some moments.
Yeah, it has some ups, has some downs.
Yeah.
A lot of downs.
Yeah,
Sure.
sometimes my water just gets shut off for days at a time, and I don't know what's going on. Turns out he turned it off to fix a water somewhere else, and just neglected to tell me.
Oh,
Yeah, the well is connected to the shed, the house, the other manufactured home, and then it has a cattle water on the other side of the shed. And something usually leaks once a year. Like, I find something.
Yeah.
And then I go fix it. I have to shut off the water. Every once in a while, we have to disinfect a well. That's kind of a crazy thing.
Oh yeah, we had to do that. Yeah.
So what you do to disinfect a well, if you ever need to. So Connor had bad tasting water, right? No, it just had bacteria in it, right? We got it tested. So I called the well company. They say pop off the top of the well. There's like a big PVC pipe like that big. So like what 10-inch pipe maybe. I don't know if it's 12 foot. Probably an 8-inch pipe. I don't remember what it is. Anyways, there's a pump at the very bottom of it that pumps your water up 400 or 500 feet. You know, however deep that well is. I don't know. Some wells are 900 feet. We're like 900 feet above sea level here. Anyways, if you have to disinfect it, you got to literally take bleach, pop the top off of it, pour like 2 gallons of bleach down there. So the bleach is sitting in that well tube, and then you do that, and then you go run every faucet that needs to be disinfected. So all the faucets turn on in the house, and you go there and you wait until I can smell after allergy season, and you go and wait till you smell bleach coming out of the faucet. Then you shut off the faucet. You do that at every faucet. You're doing it in your showers. You're doing it in your bathrooms. You're doing it in it. Well, you don't have to do it in your toilet, I guess. But anyways, and then you gotta not use any water for like 24 hours. So you let it go overnight to the next day, and then you have to flush it out. So then you turn all the water on for however long it takes to not smell bleach anymore. And then that's disinfecting your well. Or that's disinfecting, yeah. And you disinfect all the pipes, and no joke, I mean, you haven't had a problem in a couple of years.
No.
The water in that plastic pipe, that potable water pipe or whatever, it can grow bacteria if you don't use it. It's pretty wild. That's country living though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. When you have your own well.
Yeah, we have 2 wells. This one and then one over at my house.
But I feel like the water at your house, Tyler, Connor, I don't think I've had water at your house, which is probably good considering that there's bleach in it apparently. But like, the water from your pump was like the best tasting water I've ever tasted.
It's awesome because I got a hydrant right next to it, so it's pure, straight. I mean, you're drinking dinosaur water, right? And because it's down, and we live on the Salem Plateau, so south of Missouri River, it's all the Salem Plateau goes all the way down towards the Ozarks. So the Ozarks has a ton of springs, right? And I mean, there's hundreds of gallons of water per minute going out of these things. But we live on this plateau, and it's all on very porous rock underneath us. I think it's limestone, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Or something. Anyways, long story short, is you drill into it, and water moves throughout this plateau, and I'm hundreds of square miles, right? And it just moves throughout the rocks. And that's why by the time it gets down to your well, I mean, there's all the impurities are out most of the time, and then its own natural filtered water. So you pull it up, but you have it's very hard water. So we have to have a water softener, or else you get calcium build up on every appliance you have. So we soften our water in the house, and then just run it through a filter. But drinking water, that's why it tastes so good, is because it's so mineralized.
Minerals got to be good for you. Like if calcium is built up inside of you, that's probably not good. But your teeth and your bones, that's good.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Strong bones.
Yeah. So you can work something in every podcast on we could think of a different thing that's just nobody understands or thinks about until you get here. Like water pressure. The pump is at the bottom. The pump is at the bottom.
I mean, I'm learning.
Right, the pump is at the bottom of the well, and that runs off electricity, and it pumps the water up. And so the pump runs not all the time, but it pumps a lot of the time, right? You're on a water tower that has constant pressure. Your water tower gives you constant pressure to your house all the time. We have to pump the water out of the ground, and we have a pressure tank inside of every house. And that pressure tank's set anywhere from, 30 to 60 psi or something. And you can hear Connor's right now. It's clicking on and off, and it clicks on and off. And so it builds pressure, and it's connected to your water line, so you always have the same water pressure.
You can see how interested she was in this conversation.
She was like the least interested. I thought it was interesting.
You know what's interesting is that once I had a boyfriend in high school, and he was like, hey, once we graduate high school, we're gonna get married and we're gonna live in a trailer. And you know what I did? I broke up.
He who shall not be named, because I know who that is
Yep.
actually. And that said person.
But
did not
like
live in a trailer.
literally, like.
It's a starter
Oh, does
home.
he live in a nice house now?
I don't know where this house looks like now.
Yeah, very nice.
I think that you guys should get rid of a trailer. I think trailers should not be a form of housing.
Trailers.
It's
So
all him.
you are as wrong as you could possibly be. So
Tell me,
So,
own a
like-
trailer. Sell me
like-
on living in a trailer.
So trailers are, especially nowadays, but trailers are literally the cheapest form of housing you could possibly get outside of a tent or a yurt, right? But trailers, the reason they're so good is because they're so efficiently made. I mean, in the walls, Connor probably has 1x3s instead of 2x3s instead of 2x4s. Like everything is like prefab, pre-made. It's a perfect little domicile. And the reason they're good is because they're cheap. And cheap housing is good housing because more people can afford it. Trailers nowadays, the way they make trailers really aren't that cheap anymore because they are like so nice. They prefab the walls and they put it all up. It gets delivered to your spot in a double wide, I guess, would be delivered. Most of them are delivered in two pieces.
Yeah.
And you put them together in the middle, like the roof will come together in the middle. Anyways, now trailers do have their downsides. Technically,
Like if a tornado comes, it's
we don't
gone.
like to talk about that.
Right.
We just try not to think about
Okay.
that.
Why I pray a lot. I'm just gonna have to accept that.
You just put the trailer on top of the hill because theoretically tornadoes don't get stuff at the top of the hill. It's always like in the valley, right?
But trailers, I mean, for what you
Well,
can rent if you can rent a trailer to somebody who just needs a place to live, like mine was a halfway house pretty much for a while, for people who needed a place to stay while they were building a house, and I could make plenty of rent off that trailer that cost me not very much money. I mean, a tenth of what a house would cost. So if you think about that investment,
He's never lived in one.
That
Just
could be
FYI.
the way to. Yeah.
I
What's
tried
your
to.
perspective, Connor?
I couldn't be more
Person
ready to
who
move
lives
out of
in
this thing.
The trailer.
It is. I'm attacked by wasps constantly. The house has so many issues.
Because wasps get in there.
Wasps
wasps.
can get in here, but they're mostly just outside. Because we're so close to gravel road, everything is covered in dust. I'm ready. I've been in here since. I've been here since 2018.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
how about we talk about the good things that have happened? You don't get wet when you sleep because you're inside. You have heat. You have
You
air.
have a place to live. Yeah, you
Actually,
have a
I will.
place to
Actually, I
live.
will say this: the one thing this trailer
You
has.
actually have two bathrooms, two bedrooms.
I do.
A nice screen and porch, a huge closet, the biggest closet I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's got a
actually.
carport with a concrete floor for his car. I mean,
Carport.
talk about
You
living
got a
in
nice
luxury.
yard. You got a
have a wood-
shed.
This has
You
been
have
wood
West.
stove.
kind
The
of a
wood
nice-
stove is the.
You have a pond.
I do have a pond.
You
Well,
have
it's
a
his pond.
We have the best natural regenerative heat source that is firewood.
Yes.
People like to hate on firewood.
It's so
It's
good.
I like
regenerative.
firewood.
It's natural. It's bioavailable. The smoke
How is it regenerative?
because
Like,
trees
does the
grow back.
smoke-
Trees do grow back.
Isn't regenerative like if I'm gonna make a fire,
Smoke is
smoke and
more
then the
bioavailable than like
Then
the
go-
The ash
exhaust
can
from-
be used to be spread on the lawn.
put on your lawn.
Mm-hmm.
It lowers the pH. Everything about it is good. I will say probably not a good solution for like Chicago. That'd be a lot of wood to burn. Probably not the most efficient.
Yeah. But when you're surrounded by woods with a lot of dead trees, it's great.
That's why natural gas. That's why you guys use natural gas, I'm sure, right? For your heating, whatever. Anyways, nuclear is the future.
Nuclear is the future.
nuclear is the future.
We got a
You
nuke
heard it here
plant.
first.
We got a nuke plant like 30 miles from us.
Good. So it's gonna be the next Chernobyl.
No.
No.
Because
What
we.
was Chernobyl? Like, what kind of plant was that?
Do you even know what country was Chernobyl in?
I was gonna say, technically it was the USSR, which was Russia,
I'll
but
give you that.
it's in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is so that's a subject that I don't know if we want to dive into.
No, we're not a politics podcast, and we're not a
We don't
sports
do
podcast.
geopolitics.
No.
Not. I mean, we'll do a little
We'll,
culture stuff.
Stick it in
We'll
the
dabble.
file
we'll
cabinet,
dabble.
file it away.
That's right.
That's
We'll
good.
talk about
We'll corners
Amish
for
a lot,
life.
probably.
So did
right.
you give out any
That's
good
life.
pointers today? Well, before I got on here.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. One
Talk about
is
college.
if a boyfriend wants to knock you up and move you into a trailer, you break up with them. One. Two, time management is a key to success for college
Yeah, I don't
students.
have
And-
good time management.
and
And
in real
really
life.
in life.
I still have to go.
In
I
real
literally
life.
haven't done any of the things I planned on doing yet. So
Today.
speaking of that, I better go.
Or in your life. Or in your life. Okay, good being with ya. On that note,
On that note, love
being
ya.
with ya.
Good being with ya.
love ya.
Oh.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. I was gonna say,
Bye.
Tyler, good being